My name is Robert Neal. Today, I'd like to talk to you about something very near and dear to my heart. It's called Oasis. Oasis is a program that provides after-school tutoring for over 100 children ages 3 to 9. Oasis also provides many other services to the Latino community in Pinewood and supplies a safe, healthy environment for the children in the community. Oasis is an astounding program, but it also faces a number of challenges. Pinewood has been struggling for years, so we've taken these challenges and organized them into 4 unique categories. The first being drainage. The ground in Pinewood is very dry and eroded. There's a lack of proper drainage that's made flooding a serious issue. Secondly, we have the uneven roads. The roads in Pinewood are poorly paved and maintained, which has left them cracked and uneven. The uneven roads make driving in Pinewood unsafe, and some areas of the neighborhood even barely accessible. Trees and thorns is our third category. The plant life in Oasis is also causing some very serious issues. It's thorny and the ground is covered in stumps, creating an unsafe environment for children to roam and play. Finally, we have our fourth category, which is lack of tutors. Oasis has been struggling with a lack of tutors and volunteers for the program, so the children aren't getting the attention they need to learn and grow effectively. The community needs these improvements, and solving these issues is imperative. That's where we come in.
We've organised teams to tackle the individual challenges Oasis faces. Teams will work to improve the drainage, the uneven land, the unwanted plant life, and increase the number of tutors. Our team was faced with the challenge of improving the issue of the unwanted thorns and stumps. The significant number of unwanted trees, stumps, and shrubs in Pinewood make Oasis an unsafe place for kids to play. The people in Pinewood have already tried to solve this issue by cutting down the native sweet gum trees and burning their stumps, but this is entirely unsafe and certainly not a proper way to dispose of the unwanted stumps. The ground is also covered with these gum balls, the spiked fruit of the sweet gum tree. Both of these things create an unsafe, unwelcoming environment for the kids to play.
Our solution to this problem is what we called Project Sanctuary. With Project Sanctuary, we'll be able to address the many problems preventing the children of Oasis from fully enjoying the available space. As we've mentioned, there are a number of problems with the land. The abundance of sharp gumballs and the danger that they present brought us to the conclusion that it was imperative to remove them. The first stage of Project Sanctuary begins by removing the pre-existing trees that have a negative impact on the community and replacing them with the trees that will allow for a more sustainable and kid-friendly environment. By planting trees with far-reaching root systems, such as oak and ash, we can begin to revitalize the soil and build a better soil foundation for the community. As the soil improves, more trees and foliage will be able to grow, thus creating a more stable foundation for the land, as well as creating an environment less prone to flooding. We want to make sure no part of the existing resources go to waste, so we plan to reuse the trees we've removed and turn them into mulch for the new community. It's also important that the ecosystem be sustainable and healthy. That's why we've chosen a number of trees indigenous to the Athens area, so that the species won't be invasive and will remain sustainable with little to no maintenance.
I'm excited to introduce to you the crowning jewel of Project Sanctuary. The centerpiece of the project is a large, fully functional soccer field. The field serves a number of purposes that really bring Project Sanctuary to life. There are large patches of thorn bushes that really don't serve to enrich the ecosystem. We plan to remove these and create a clean, smooth space for the children to play. The field will provide a large area of healthy, fertile soil capable of absorbing the large volumes of water to support the lush Bermuda grass pitch. This will help prevent flooding as well as help keep the soil healthy and fertile. The grass clippings from the field can also be used as mulch for the surrounding soil. Keeping our newly redesigned green space self-sustainable is high on our list of priorities and key to ensuring its success. Sister Margarita, the executive director of Oasis, has expressed the children's desire for a soccer field. The opportunity to have after-school recreation could serve as the perfect motivator to increase the number of participating children and tutors in the Oasis program.
Our vision is for all of the individual projects to come together to work as a successful, resilient, and sustainable system to better the community in Pinewood. Every problem that was assigned to the different groups interacts in many ways. By solving one problem, we benefit another. If the sweet gum trees are extracted from the land and replaced with large root systems, it would absorb more water and help with the drainage issues. If the land were to be leveled out, then the water would soak into the revitalized soil, which also helps with the drainage as well as erosion. And if the roads were repaired and safer to drive on, ease of access to Oasis would be greatly improved and in turn make it easier for tutors to arrive. So as you can see, the successes of this system depends on dissolving these issues. The more effectively we're able to solve each problem, the more effective Oasis will be, because as you know, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
We're here to help Oasis grow, not just by temporarily intervening, but by creating connections and building a foundation from which Oasis can continue to grow and thrive in a sustainable way. We've incorporated our knowledge of thinking in systems to design what we think is the ideal solution to Oasis's foliage problems, and ensure that it will also have a positive effect on the entirety of the system and guarantee its success.
Like every successful system, ours has its constraints. The success of our system is dependent on funding and manpower. Proper funding and an abundance of helping hands will ensure that we'll be able to finish this project without sparing any details. So log on to projectsanctuary.org and help us start making a change today for a better tomorrow.